Welcome everyone to the November 4th. Board of Education. The meeting is being recorded. Stand for the pledge.
Chair Eggline, Vice Chair Cole,
Present.
Commissioner Shirtliff is absent. Ms. Beckwith,
Here.
Mr. Top.
Here.
We have 4 board members present, so we do have a quorum.
The meeting minutes from the last meeting that we didn't have. Anyway.
So those, I believe Kyle did finish those and I believe I put them online.
Yeah, I have a question real quick.
Sure.
Do we need to approve the meeting minutes from the previous meeting as well?
June 3rd.
June 3rd.
June 3rd, yes. That we actually we had a meeting.
For each one.
That would be ideal.
Make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from June 3rd, 2005.
I'll second the motion. Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye. I'll also make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from October 6th, 2025.
Either the 5th or the 6th, close enough. All right.
7th, October 7th.
Thank you, Travis.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? And the applicants are here or?
Yes, the applicant is present.
Okay, great.
Good evening, Chair and board members. We have one variance application tonight. The variance review criteria is as follows: pursuant to section 1155C of City Code to approve a requested variance for a new building or portion thereof, Board of Adjustment shall consider the following standards and find as follows. The variance will not create a significant risk to the public health, safety, or general welfare. The variance will not significantly reduce or impair the peaceful use of existing property or improvements in the vicinity of the zoning district in which the subject property is located, and the strict compliance with provisions of this title would create unnecessary hardship or practical difficulty. In evaluating standards in C above, the Board of Adjustment may consider the following factors: special conditions and circumstances that are unique to the applicant's site, including the size of the property, unusual or extreme topography, or unusual shape of the property, the height, location, or dimensions of existing structures located on the site or in the vicinity of the site, whether there is a prevalence of nonconformities in the vicinity of the site that are similar to the variance requested, the subsequent imposition of zoning restrictions creating nonconforming lots or parcels, and governmental actions beyond the applicant's control, whether literal interpretation of the provisions of this title deprive the property owner of rights commonly enjoyed by other properties similarly situated in the same district under the terms of this title, the extent to which the hardship or difficulty results from the actions of this applicant, and whether granting the variance requested will confer an unreasonable special privilege to subject property that is not available to other properties similarly located. Section 155 F, City Code states the following: Board of Adjustment may impose conditions to minimize adverse impacts that variance may have on public health, safety, or general welfare. Any approval that includes conditions is subject to the terms and conditions. Conditions stated in the approval may include, but are not limited to, a time period in which the proposed structure shall be completed, and other conditions necessary to mitigate adverse effects from the variance. It is the recommendation of the city attorney's office that staff does not make a recommendation to approve or deny variance. Montana law states the Board of Adjustment has authority to consider upon appeal in specific cases such variance from the terms of the ordinance as well as will not be contrary to the public interest where owing to special conditions, the literal enforcement of the provisions of the ordinance will result in unnecessary hardship, and so that the spirit of the ordinance shall be observed and substantial justice done. 76-2323 Montana Code annotated. We have motion to approve or deny variance. If the Board of Adjustment approves the requested variances, the following conditions are recommended. The building permit must be obtained within 1 year. And the single item for this evening is variance 2508-01 for 236 South Robert Street. In consideration of the variance from section 1142 to decrease the side lot line setback in an R2 zoning district, 8 feet, 5 feet for property in the address 236 South Robert Street, Ellen, Montana, geocode 051-888-322-1005000. And legally described as lots 23, 24, and 25, and block 32, or in addition to the city of Helena, as said lots and block are designated and described on the official plat of said Corbin Division, which is on file in the office of the County Clerk Recorder, Lewis and Clark County, Montana. The reason for this variance is to replace a structurally unsound covered. Here we have a zoning map of the property location. Just to the north is Highland Street, to the south is Winnie Ave. And as you can see in that image, just to the south of the home is the roof covered bedroom. History of applicable permitting action: 1957 with the earliest permit on file to construct residence, 1982 there was a re-roof, 2004 and there was utility and street. Here we have the proposed site plan, and I do want to point out relatively on the west side of this site plan, you'll see 4 foot 6 inches, and that was changed and documented to be 5 feet. Here is a moving plat. This is the existing site looking roughly from the front of the home, driveway to the east side of the photo. This is from the neighboring property. You can see the patio there. This is a photo taken from the alley, showing the patio there on the right side of the home. Surrounding area buildings consist of single-family homes built from 1960 to early 1970s in R2 zoning districts. Other relevant conditions: these are images of neighboring properties that aren't approaching within the 8 foot setback. Purpose of this variance is to maintain the property, which the non-conforming has existed prior to 1962 and predates zoning in the city of Helena, and to replace a failing structure in a way which decreases the non-conformity. City Department comments: engineering, fire, utility, transportation, and legal have no comments. Building Department stated the full plans in detail, shall be submitted to the Building Commission for review, approval, and permits for beginning work. And as of Tuesday, November 4th, 2025, no public comment has been received. Chair, members of the board, thank you for your time. This time, I'm going to answer any questions you may have.
Could you please go back to the site plan? I just wanted this to could you clarify, the existing conditions, versus the new on here? As far as the actual numbers that we're looking at, you said that the one dimension was changed to 5 feet, so is that the portion of the patio that is non-conforming, is that correct?
That is correct. The closest edge of that patio of the proposed roof is the 4'6" which has changed to 5 feet. So the west side of this site plan. The blue dotted line is the existing outline roof.
So they're, with the blue dash line, they are basically we're matching the current nonconformity, and then now they pull it back a little further from the current nonconformity, is that correct?
That would be correct.
Thank you.
Can you go back, here's one more slide, another slide, there we go. So on this slide, it looks like, I'm assuming the red line is the property line is actually the lower side of that retaining wall, but in the site plan, it looks like it is the retaining wall, clarify.
Yes, thank you for your questions, Michael. I would say the property line is shown like that due to the projection of our GIS map. Plus or minus, a foot. So, but if you measure from that, the roof of that patio over to the retaining wall, it's about an actuality.
Okay, so the site plan is the one with the correct property line, not necessarily the screenshot of cadastral.
That'd be correct.
Thank you. They're going back to elevation.
Excuse
Is it the elevation thing? On the roof? Right,
yes, the height will remain the same.
okay, it's the outline.
I would say there's still going to be a slight.
Okay.
But yes, the perimeter of the roof.
Thank you. Any further questions? Thank you.
If you would come up to the podium here to the microphone and make sure that you press the buttons so the light is green, and so we can capture it.
Okay, I'm Bob Zapata. I am the applicant. We were called in to take a look at this structure. We wanted it to be. On the site visit, it was real obvious that this structure was not there. Period. So the dimension you see up there, 4'6", is what is actually there existing today. Structure is still in place. The dotted line that's coming down, that is our property line. We had that survey done several months ago. And established that the foundation, or not foundation, of the retaining wall is on the property south of road by about 6 inches. So we know where that property line is now, and when we put that number of 4'6" in there. That was good for us at the time, and then we realized there was a fire code. It said 5 feet. And 5 feet meant that if we tell ourselves that, we're gonna have to do all the fire. So we moved that back, and basically that's it. We wanted to, cover the same basic area this, there, and so that's it.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Public comment. Is there anybody online for public comment?
For the record, we only have the applicant and the homeowner in the room, and there is no one online.
I'm gonna open it to board discussion.
I'll start, I think the applicant has a great, case of rebuttal presumption here in city code section 11-5-5. Being noted, in a light fashion, so I would be supporting it. I actually approve it, so I will be voting in support of it.
I agree.
I also agree that this is straightforward and seems like a good way to move forward. Great. Sure. Okay. I will make a motion. I will make a motion to approve the variance in section 11-4-2 to decrease the side lot line setback in an R2 zoning district from 8 feet to 5 feet for property with the address of 236 South Robert Street, Helena, Montana, and geocode 0518832221005000, and legally described as lots 23, 24, and 25 in block 32 of Corbin addition to the city of Helena, as said lots and block are designated and described on the official plat of said Corbin addition, which is on file in the office of the county clerk and recorder of Lewis and Clark County, Montana, with the condition that a building permit must be obtained within 1 year.
Second the motion.
Any further discussion? Seeing none.
Chair Eckline? Vice Chair Fultz?
Aye.
Ms. Beckler?
Aye.
Mr. Top?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Any business?
We anticipate having a meeting next month. Granted, we can have Commissioner Shirtliff available, so we can hear, the other item from last month. But we will be in contact about that. Otherwise, we haven't gotten any new applications in. So we'll see what happens.
Me.
There's still no one online and still only the applicant and homeowner in attendance unless either of them would like to make public comment on any issue related to Board of Adjustment. Okay, we have none.
I will make a motion to adjourn the November 4th, 2025, Board of Adjustments.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Aye.